They just keep themselves. Have you stood back for a minute and watched how humans act toward one another and everything else around them? Generally speaking, I want to stay the hell away from them too. But as a matter of fact, that's why I'm out here. Look here. Do you see anybody else out here with me? Slow it down a little bit. Speed it up. No, I'm up here by myself. Why do I research by myself? I don't have anybody to research with. And that's okay. I've said it before. It leaves accountability all on me. And I'm not going to try and do anything too stupid. Although I have went off a trail a couple places where I believe I should not have been. And I'm probably not going to go back there unless I got somebody else with me watching my six. If I had eyes in the back of my head, yeah, maybe. Maybe I'd go back out there by myself, but no. So we join these communities. I'm getting a little off topic. So we join these communities thinking we're part of something bigger than ourselves. And we're like, yay, we can actually talk about this stuff now. Then you recount your specific encounter with somebody else, and they look at you like you're a dumb shit. That didn't happen. Excuse me? Hey, I'm nobody. I'm just some schmuck with a YouTube channel documenting what I do. My intent, first of all, when I first started, my intent was just to document this stuff, put it up. If people saw it, they saw it. They didn't, they didn't. It's okay. It was personal for me. It was personal. I'm getting rained on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting rained on. Well, that's all right. But yeah, it was personal for me at first, and people started tuning in saying, hey, I like what you're doing. I'm like, okay, all right, let's see what else we can do. And now, I mean, as of this point right now, I've got 77 subscribers. And I appreciate every last one of you for tuning in, joining me and this stuff that I do. That people think it's just out and out crazy. But hey, it is what it is, right? So I'm trying to inform people now of what's going on and how close they are to human civilization. And they're close. You don't have to travel miles deep in the dark forests of British Columbia to find sign of Sasquatch. If you've been paying attention, if you've been doing your research and your investigations, your eyes will be open to the fact that, hey, maybe they're right here next to us. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it out here. And I don't think that I don't think that the Bigfoot community, if you want to call it that, in a whole, is genuine to itself. There's a lot of people out here who are seeing dollar signs and the fact that they do believe, don't get me wrong, they do believe that there's a creature out here that is elusive, generally hard to find. Most people don't realize it exists, and they think that if they could be the one to bring this in, then they're the ones who are the shit. And that's what their main focus on is, the fame or the infamy, whichever way you want to choose it. Because I believe it could go either way. You'll be either the most famous or most infamous person on the planet if you bring in a Sasquatch. You see me looking around a lot. It's just me being cautious, not having my head up my butt. People who suffer from cranial rectalitis are the ones who get it first. I'm just not. I don't want to follow in step with these people who will put you down because you say you saw a Sasquatch and then you didn't see a Sasquatch. And what I mean by that is the critter up and disappeared right there in front of you. Now, I've went over in the previous video of how I believe that they can do that. I believe they go up in the trees too. That's why I look up. I try to use real life logic to get the ball rolling, and the supernatural comes in after. I never discount it. Never discount it. I've seen too much in my lifetime. I can tell you stories upon stories upon stories. Some of you'd call bullshit, and I really don't give a damn because I was there and I saw it happen. But I've seen too much in the way of the supernatural to deny that there's a possibility that these creatures have an ability that is beyond our comprehension. Now, if you take this for instance, okay, I do most of all my recording and all my research with an iPhone 7. That's what I'm talking to you on right now. Everything I do is on this mobile device. Because everything else is just too stinking expensive right now. I want to get a better camera. I want to get better software to, do the production quality, my production quality some. I'm trying to do that to make my videos a little bit more appealing, But raw, gritty footage is what I've got, and that's what you're going to get. And I think that's the best way to do it, because you start throwing this, that, and the other in there, it takes away from the authenticity of the recording, right? Like when I'm talking to you right now, I'm not throwing anything else in there. Not about to. So I think it should be real. I think it should be genuine. And I'm not out here to mainly prove that Sasquatch exists. If it happens, great. If not, I'm going to give you enough evidence to where you yourself can decide on your own. Is this real or is this make-believe? Is this kooky fella making all this shit up? No. I might be cussing a little bit much, but YouTube algorithm right now, the way it looks, it's so screwed up now. They're deplatforming people left and right. That's another thing. I'm not even gonna bother going into that. Damn it. But I don't feel it's right. I feel that I'd be doing everybody and myself a disservice by not framing things in the most truthful way possible. You know, when all is said and done, a cake is a cake. And what's on the inside, you know, if you're a big frosting freak, then it's the frosting and maybe sprinkles on that sucker, some fancy writing or some stuff, you know, to make it look a little better, give it a little sweetening to it, a little bit more sweetening to it, and then, you know, hey, there's your cake. Now, that's basically what I'm trying to do. Dress it up on the outside, bookend it with something kind of, you know, a little bit more fancy, but on the inside, still meat and potatoes. So, this is beautiful. So, this is going on about 18 minutes. I'm probably going to edit this down for a little bit. If I seem to jump around in conversation or something, don't be surprised. Uploading's a chore. It's good work if you can get it. Well, I'm going to end this one right here, and I want to thank everybody who's tuned in. Spread the word if you feel like it. If you've liked what you've seen, please rate, share, subscribe. Like I said, please get the word out there. If you feel so inclined. I'm not asking you to, I'm not begging, just throwing it out there. And I appreciate every last one of you for tuning in. And until next time, y'all take care of yourself.